Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. This is Maggie, and welcome to Moon Directed, where we work with the energy of cycles to see how we can best utilize them to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Wow, that was awkward. I want to take a moment to thank everybody for all the help and the guidance and the support and the love in 2020. I really do. I had some serious healing issues, both physically and spiritually, and you guys hung in there and you sent the love and the support and the emails and just everything. And so I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for doing that. I also want to encourage you to come and join me on Monday nights. I do Moonday Night Live. It's from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. We get together and we pull cards for each of the signs, and then I open it up for Q&A for about 30 to 40 minutes until 9 o'clock, and I turn into a pumpkin. So come and join and hang out. We're actually on the 21st, we're going to cover the solstice energy, this energy of, what do we need to know moving forward into this age of Aquarius energy, this gateway energy. And then on the 28th, I'm going to pull cards for 2021, which will be health, wealth, love, and destiny. So come and I will pull it for all the signs, and then depending on how many people show up, I will stay as long as I can to help as many people that want to show up get a mini personal reading, really, over on those 4 subjects moving into the new year. So if you'd like to join us for that, that would be a lot of fun for everybody. Wow. Okay, so one last thing. I am starting a course. It starts on January 9th and it runs through June 19th. It is every week we will meet and we will work on discovering our destiny. We'll do it through using our charts, numerology, and a variety of other things that Spirit hasn't quite let me in on all of it yet, but I've been told it'll be fun. So I'm expecting it to be a lot of fun and informative. We have this big gateway, right? We're stepping into the age of Aquarius, and so we showed up here on purpose. Like, we chose to incarnate at this time, and a lot of what we need to know is right there in our charts. And so let's go and take a look at it, discover what we came here to do, what are our superpowers, what are the issues we came here to release and let go of, and what is the vision for moving forward. So come on and join us, and the information is on the community page. It's very affordable, and it should be an opportunity to build a real community of love and light and support as we move through these energies and we start working toward this huge paradigm shift. And you guys, look at this. A big, bold vision. That is your energy for this Saturn and Jupiter conjunction moving into Aquarius. You have a big, bold vision. Now, this is happening in your 12th house, and that energy will be there most of this year until Jupiter moves into Pisces, when maybe you'll really get a download on that, right? And then it backs up and it goes back and it finishes out the year in Aquarius. And so there is a real opportunity to not only have a big, bold vision, but to create a structure with which to build it. Saturn likes structure. Saturn will ask you what your plan is. It's not enough just to have the vision. And while it's happening in your 12th house this year, this is about really crystallizing that vision and trying to calculate and figure out maybe a little bit of what the baby steps are. But I imagine it won't be until Jupiter gets into Pisces and stays there next year, you really get it. And it'll take some time, right? But by the time in 2.5 years, when Saturn makes it into your sign, this big, bold vision is going to have some real power. But you've got the B on the forehead, so you need to be working now. It might be a little slow growing. It's kind of in this tough energy for you of the 12th house, which is not real action oriented, but it's definitely flipping the switches on of what do you believe in, what is your belief system, what are your philosophies, where are your soul growth. It's a great opportunity for some massive spiritual soul growth. So just something to kind of be focused on and working toward and spending a little time thinking about. At 5:02 a.m. on Monday, the sun is going to move into Capricorn. It is the solstice. In the northern hemisphere it'd be the winter, in the southern hemisphere it's the summer solstice, but up here in the Great White North where I live, I'm excited because that means now the days are getting longer. So I wanted to get some a card because Capricorn energy is about leadership and it's about career, and so I wanted to kind of know what your superpower is. Speaking of leadership, you got the leader. I lead from the heart. This is a heart-mind connection. You lead from the heart. So the inspiration, the big idea, that comes through the heart space, and you lead from the heart. You lead with compassion, you lead with love, you lead with empathy. But Saturn is going to ask you to have an actual plan at some point. But you start with following your heart, and the pieces start falling into place for you. This is beautiful. I feel this energy of like an egg cracking open, like new life coming in. Feels really powerful. Really powerful. Okay, so we start out with the moon in Pisces as we begin this week. So, wow, really lots of stuff going on for you there. And so it is this opportunity, speaking of eggs, that kind of looks like an egg shape there, that future, that vision of the future, your big, bold vision of the future, right? And obviously there's a lot of steps to get to there. You're not going to get there without putting in the work, especially not this year. This year, 2021, is a year of change. 2 + 2 + 1, 5, change. And it's going to be hard fought for change. Things aren't just going to be handed to you. And there's going to be a need to pick and choose from the banquet table of opportunities and options. The different pieces that you're going to put together to create your experience this year and your vision for the future. Okay, so there is a need to really, when the moon moves into Aries, it does that at 5:32 p.m. and there is going to be a need to start assessing the situation. You can't know where you're going if you don't know what you already have, right? So if you're going to sit down, okay. Really? All right. So I just saw like an IKEA box being opened, and you know how it has all those pieces and the diagram with no words. And you have to intuitively figure out how to put stuff together when you do IKEA. So good for you and your intuition, right? So here it is. It's about assessing what you have, what are the tools, what are the pieces, what is the vision for the future, and this is what I have to work with. So then there's using the discernment of your intuition. Well, it kind of looks like it's this piece here. It looks like the whole is this the right size? I don't know. Well, wait, what is the hardware? Oh, look, this might, no. Oh, this one fits. Raise your hand if you've ever spent way too much time putting together a piece of IKEA equipment. I put together a dresser and it literally took me 16 hours of labor to do it. I mean, honestly, if you would have just written down what I needed to do, it would have been a lot faster. Just saying. And I'm dyslexic. Okay, so we're all going to need a plan, but the plan's going to have to come through our intuition. It's going to be like IKEA. We're not going to get written instructions. We're going to have to feel our way through it. We're going to have to make a couple of trials and errors, and don't use that locking screw where you can't back out until you're sure it's the right thing. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, so here we go. You have, oh, this is lovely. This energy in Aries, when the moon gets into Aries and you're doing this planning and you're trying to figure things out, and the sun is squaring off with the moon, and so is Mercury, but they're having this conversation about what is the plan. I want you to celebrate your big idea. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a big honeybee. Whatever this is, it's going to produce something super sweet, but the honeybee doesn't The honeybee has to do a lot of work. It has to gather a lot of pollen. It takes time to create the honey. So this is going to take what, but I want you to celebrate who you are. You have this celebration and it says, let go and have some fun. So if things have been feeling kind of low, if you just know you're going to be fine. It's going to take work, but right now, today, in this moment, create joy and happiness. That's something you can do today. It's a choice, right? So put on the high vibrational music. They asked me to tell everybody to play and connect with spirit through music. So much of the holiday music is very high vibrational, so just that'll work right there. Open up your throat chakra and sing along to Jingle Bells or whatever makes you happy, right? It is about creating that sense of joy and happiness inside. It will get the creative juices flowing. It will allow the intuition to really set in there and inspire you. Inspire yourself with your own personal joy and happiness. So digging deep for the answers for most of the signs has been like, you got to do something. You guys just need to go have some fun. I mean, come on. That's not a hard task, right? So lighten up, have some fun, find the joy and the happiness. The moon is going to move into Taurus at 5:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. And to me, that feels so significant because this is a major time of change, right? And fives are all about change. 2021 is a 5. 2 + 2 + 1 is 5. I may have said that already. I've done a lot of videos. But I'm excited about this change. I want you to be excited for the change. Change is not necessarily easy, but you're a mutable sign and you're going to find it a little easier than others. And for you, most of this change is going to start first with your thought process because it's in Aquarius, and that's like just your belief system. It's going to be how you view things. And so then you're going to start making changes based on your new belief system. And for you, I feel like it's going to be like, I see a faucet drip, 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 drip. And then it takes a while for it to fill up the tub by dripping, right? It's going to take a while to make the big change where it spills over the side and then you have to clean it up. That's the change, right? And then you're like, oh, I need to redo my bathroom because I have to replace the flooring and the tile. And then oh, you know what? I like this. And then I'm going to, I'm going to put new wall color. I want new towels, of course. And so I feel like it's going to be like this gradual adjusting to the change. Like, and I want you to think of it as a positive, not like a frog getting used to the hot water, okay? I want you to think of this as it's an opportunity that looks like a disaster that ends up creating a sanctuary and an oasis for you in your life. So don't fear the change. Release the anxieties and the nervousness. That literally releases all these hormones in your body that, like cortisol and other ones that like make you unhealthy and eat. That's interesting. It creates an imbalance in the fluids in your body, and then fluids are also like gland issues, so like diabetes and kidney issues and liver functions and stuff like that from these hormones. There's so that's what the drip 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 into the tub could also be. So use this as an opportunity to reconstruct your life in a way that's healthy and positive. Create safe, healthy boundaries around yourself. Stay in the positive, high vibrational energy. Use music to get it into and clear the spaces in your environment and also your cellular environment. Music can do that for you. It's going to take willpower. You're going to have to really want to make this change. But you can make it in a slow fashion. But you're going to have to be consistent. Okay, you're going to have to be consistent because Saturn likes consistency. But the pace doesn't have to be really fast. I don't think the pace can be fast when it's your 12th house, to be really honest. Oh my gosh. That's just, I'm a Capricorn rising, so while we were dealing with the sun in Sagittarius, oh my gosh, getting out of bed was just difficult. And then like the last couple of days is where this energy's been shifting into Capricorn. I'm like, yes. I popped out of bed this morning before the alarm went off at 5. All right, so you have wait for winter. Interesting. So, because winter starts now, and that's what's interesting about it. All right, so December 24th is when all that change starts happening with that moon in Taurus, and that moon in Taurus is actually very gentle, peaceful energy, which is great for the holidays. And so I do want to take a moment to wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, a Happy Kwanzaa if that's what you celebrate, and if you are one of those lucky people that get the extra holiday of Boxing Day there in Canada and the UK, well, I hope you get really nice presents, and don't forget, you can always send me one. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, so you have wait for winter. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then that would be like, 6 months away. So Pisces, your season starts with the change of seasons, and so I don't know. I can't really tell if this is that you're 9 months away from really seeing the big changes, or if it's during this winter, really focusing on. And I think it's going to be different for each of you. I think the big changes are going to take a while. But I think the focusing on the safe, healthy boundaries, cocooning, and separating yourself during this time of actually we aren't supposed to, we should be limiting our social contacts anyway for health reasons. Now is a really good time to kind of just pull your energy in and cocoon, create these safe, healthy boundaries around yourself, and allow yourself to do the spiritual work in this winter period that is extraordinarily quiet. And instead of everybody, I keep hearing it's going to be a long, dark winter. What? Don't think of it that way. Think of it as an opportunity to hibernate, to recharge, to nurture yourself, to develop your spirituality, to spend time on yourself instead of having to put your energy out there for everybody else to latch onto. Pisces has a tendency to overgive. And so this is an opportunity to say, but I'm going to nurture myself. It's like the seed that is gathering its energy up inside before it bursts forward in the spring. And so even though it says wait for winter, it says during the colder winter months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. And so I feel like this is a time of self-nurturing and really getting clear on your intention of what this big vision is, of what it is that you want to manifest and create into your life. So pull your energy in, play the high vibrational music, spend time in prayer and meditation, take those nice long baths. If you don't have a bathtub, which for a long time there I didn't, and as a Pisces moon that was killing me, I went and I bought some organic coconut oil and I mixed it with Epsom salts and I made a salt scrub. You will want to put a towel down in the shower before you do this. Safety first, because it's slippery. But before I put the towel down, this is what I would do. And I would turn on the shower and I'd heat up the shower in the water. And then I'd turn it off. Put down the towel, I'd get in there and I'd scrub up. And as I scrubbed, I would say things like, I am releasing myself from the negative energy of the day. I am releasing myself from this negative energy programming, whatever was on my mind that I felt like I needed to release. And I did this like every day. And bonus, my skin was amazing. And then when I was ready, I would turn on the shower and I would rinse it off. I would just wash it down the drain, all the negative energy. Just letting it go. Let it flow out. You can do that for yourself. You can do that whether or not you have a bathtub. If you're sitting in the bath and you're soaking in salt water, you can do that same process, but get out of the bath when you let the water out so that the negative energy is not clinging to you on its way out, and then take a quick shower afterwards and get the last residues of that off. Let it go. As I break up everything. Just release it. Let it go. It's not serving you, right? It's holding you back. On Saturday evening at 6:33 p.m., the moon is going to move into Gemini. And there it's really supported by the energy of Capricorn and Jupiter over there in Aquarius. And so this is a square energy for you, though, so it's a little tough, and it's also a square energy to Capricorn. No, it's not. It's in a weird angle with Capricorn, though. So there's this energy of again being pressured to create a plan. There's going to be a need to focus. It's going to come in conjunction with the North Node, right? It's in Gemini. So I think the danger here is of getting too deep into your emotional waters, and there's a need to keep your head above the water to pick up the signals from that Mercurian energy, right? This where are we going, this vision for the future, this big bold vision. And so try not to let nostalgia or negative thought patterns from the past drag you back under and drown you, right? It's letting it go, letting it flow. So what's really interesting is this card is called Focus, and this one says focus on the here and now. Don't get caught up in the nostalgia. Stay really present. And even though you have this big bold vision for the future, staying present and going, I just need to know the next step. Just one step at a time. It's going to be slow going. And this is not going to be fast-paced energy for anybody. Energy is not going to pick up in general till we get to the new moon in Aquarius. But I think for you, Pisces, because Aquarius is still your 12th house, you're going to be like, what is it's picking up energy? I think it'll be springtime before you start noticing an energetic shift around you. So use this slower paced time instead of going, gosh, I feel like I should be doing something. I feel like I should be doing. You should be doing something, but that's something that you're supposed to be doing is nurturing yourself, loving yourself, caring yourself, nurturing your dream. Doing your spiritual development. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be out there taking big, huge action steps yet. The action right now is about self-discovery, self-love, spiritual development for like the next 3 months. So, don't be mad at yourself because you don't feel really super empowered. It's coming. And the best thing to do is to work with the cycle and the energy. That's a great way to lead. Okay, so geese. I'm so fascinated by geese. This town I lived in for like 20 years had such a collection of geese that showed up every year, and I lived right on the lake and I could see them come in, and I learned all their patterns. And what's really interesting is the way they fly. Talking about energy cycle. One gets out there and he's leading, but the way he's leading, he's actually breaking the flow of the air so that it's easier for all those that follow, right? And the way, as we move into this new paradigm shift, Pisces' ability to be empathetic when so much is going to be in the air, the fact that, because of it's Aquarius, and right now we have the North Node in air sign, and actually air signs are really going to rule a lot. So what for the next several years? So how do you lead? Well, when you choose to lead from the heart, you remind all of those around you who are feeling all this intellectual air energy as they're shifting and changing, to remember that it's a heart head connection, not a head heart. Like, you don't make a decision then your heart goes, well, let's see if I can accept that. No, you make the decision in your heart space and then use your head to figure out how to create it. And that's where your leadership comes in. Your ability to lead from the heart is a beacon to others, to teach. That's part of the vision that you hold. And so nurturing your self-confidence and your self-love so that you can be really tapped into your heart space and trust that energy, that's going to take a little bit of effort. So that's where, try spending your time on that. And focus on where you are right here and right now. And where you are right here and right now is, what do I feel today about today? I feel joyful. Learning to feel into and create the energy of joy, that is true leadership that we're going to be needing to create the new paradigm. All right. Well, I hope I see you for Moon Day Night Live, 7:30 to 9 p.m. on Mondays. And I will be looking for your emails to let me know you want to sign up for the course, Discovering Your Destiny. It's going to be quite the spiritual journey, and you might really get a lot out of it. So check out the details on that. There's some of it in the description box below, but I also created a video on it. So whatever works for you. All right, you guys take good care of yourselves. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you back here soon.